Hello, this is Alexey. I continue to publish video tutorials and reviews. If this video will be useful to you, please subscribe to my channel and click on the like button under this video. In this way you will help other users to find necessary information and my channel will rank better. All links from the video can be found in the description below. In previous free video tutorials we create website on Joomla 4 from scratch. We use only free extensions. The result was a business website which was uploaded to the hosting. The previously recorded video tutorials for Joomla 4 are almost completely relevant for current version of Joomla 5.3. The information in this video tutorial remains relevant for Joomla 4 as well. At least this is true on November 11, 2025. In the previous video tutorial we work with VirtueMart modules. In this video we will work with VirtueMart menu items. I won't go into details about the menu item settings, which are available for most menu item types. You can learn more about them in my previous video tutorial. Basically, I will only show the most interesting, in my opinion, settings for the VirtueMart menu items types. As I promised in previous video tutorial, here we can see Joomla available update. First, let's go to Akiba backup, backup your site, and only after then go to the update. I already create backup. Now let's go to Joomla available update and start update. After update, clean your browser cache and recheck all your website. And now let's start with our menu items. Just for the example, I'll create a parent menu item to add all VirtueMart menu items type to this parent menu item. You don't have to create all of these menu item types and you don't have to make them child menu items. In video I'm just showing an example. Let's go to menus, main menu and create additional menu item. It will be system link separator. Let's update our page and we can see additional with no child menu items. Now let's go here and let's create first VirtueMart menu item type. It will be account maintains. It will be child menu item. Just click save, update the page and let's see account maintains. To see this menu item, the user must be logged in or he must register first. I'll enter just already existing user parameters, login, and we can see account maintains. This page contains fields to change information, for example about country, region, and so on. Also here we can add or edit shopper information. I won't do that. So this is something like personal shopper area. Also, if I log out from here and log in as administrator, I will see additional tools, for example, vendor, with editing some fields. We already work with these fields, but in the backend, I'll remind you, for example, shop. Here we can see a vendor, logo, additional information, description, legal information, and so on. So if you log in like administrator, you will see these additional options. Also, we can go to VirtueMart interface but in front end with categories, products, and so on. And of course you can add or edit products and make almost everything that you can do from here, from admin panel. The next menu item I want to show you is category layout, but with these menu item types we already work many times. This is our category page. Here are some settings. You can select a category, you can select manufacturers. How to work with manufacturers you can learn from my previous video tutorial. Also, there are a lot of settings which can be override for this menu item for this category. For example, here in VirtueMart categories, let's see them. Let's open this. We can see the same options as here, almost the same. So, if you want to override some options for these special menu items, you can do it from menu item. The next menu item type will be display vendor contact. I just have one vendor, so it will be additional. Update the page, go here, and we can see this information. Also, we can go here about terms of service, and we already saw where we can add it. Let's create new menu item. It will be display vendor details. I also will select my vendor. Whoops, I will make it child. Update the page. You can see this page with contacts, terms of service, and so on. So, as you can see, we can go to this page just from here. The next menu item will be display vendors. Update the page. I forgot to make it child for additional menu item once more. And we can see our vendor. Let's see the next menu item. It will be FE Manager product. Let's enable this option. Also, let's set it as sub-level. Update the page. Let's go here. We won't able to see anything because we need to log in as administrator. Let's go here and we can see this page. But here we can see additional modules. Let's disable them only for this page. Let's go to modules. How to work with modules we already saw in previous video tutorials. So, VirtueMart products. Let's show it. Not here. Update the page. VirtueMart categories and manufacturers. I'll do the same as for previous module for these two modules. I disable additional modules and we can see this page. As you can see, this is something we already saw in previous menu items, so just new. You can manage VirtueMart not only from the backend, but with frontend as a super user or something like that. The next menu item is much more interesting. It will be list orders. Almost on every website with VirtueMart I use this menu type. It will be additional. Let's save it. Let's update the page. Let's see what we've got here. We have two options, track my order or login. So let's enter our user details, login for testing purpose. Let's add something to the cart. Let's buy it. Okay, a list of orders. We can see our order here. If we'll have more orders, they will be here. User can click here and see his order or her order. Also, let's log out. Let's see our list order. If user will order something without registration on his email, he will receive order number and secret key. He will enter them here and he will see a list of orders like he logged in as registered user. So just knew how it works. Let's see the next menu item type. It will be manufacturer default layout. Let's select manufacturer category, for example, clothes. It will be additional menu item. Updating the page and we can see our menu item here. With manufacturers we already worked in previous video tutorial, so you already knew how to create them. The next menu item, manufacturer details layout. Now select some manufacturer. Updating the page and we can see Adidas. The next menu item will be order done. In most cases I created like hidden menu item. Also here in metadata I select no index, no follows. This is just for SEO. But now I won't hide it. If we can see order done, we can see thank you message here. If you wish, you can add some modules somewhere here. Let's see, for example, woman. Let's add to cart. Show cart. Check out now. Let's add additional information. I add some information. Check out as guest. Confirm pushes. As you can see, this page, this URL, and this page, this URL doesn't match. So why you need to create this menu item? For example, if you have online payment, for example, PayPal or something like that, after user pay for your product, he can click, for example, return to the shop and he can return here to thank you order page with some text and so on. So just knew how to create such a menu item for this purpose. As I mentioned before, I make this menu item hide. Just no for display in menu. Here we can see it, update the page, and now we won't see it. The next menu item will be product details layout. For example, select our product woman's dress and I'll add it to shop. Save it. Let's see here our product detail layout. We can see our woman dress 1, and also here, this is woman category, we can go here. We also can see the same product, this is the same page, but there is some different. Looks here, shop woman dress 1, and here this is product details layout, shop product details layout, woman dress 1. So we have two pages. This is same pages, but with different URL. This is bad for SEO. So if you have this situation for woman dress 1 for product details layout, I suggest you to do like this. In this case, search engines won't index this page, they will index this page, and you won't have any doubles for woman dress 1 product. Before show you the next menu item type, let's add something to the cart and show cart. We can see shop, cart, we can see these modules. Now let's create new menu item type. It will be shopping cart. I call it like that. I recommend you to select metadata no index no follow here. This is also will be, in my case, it will be additional menu item like a parent menu item. Now let's go here. We can see shopping cart. And now we can see URL is change additional shopping cart. This is the old URL, but now we can delete or disable these modules for this page. How we can do that? Let's see, for example, VirtueMart products. And just here we can model assignment on all pages except those selected. We can select shopping cart. Updating the page, and I suggest you to remove all modules because this is shopping cart page. User need to just enter his data and buy your product. So I will disable these modules like this one. So for my opinion, that's much more better. And now you knew how to create special shopping cart menu type and disable modules on this page. Let's go here. The last menu item, view vendor TOS. I have just one vendor. It will be additional. Update the page. And we can see terms of services for our vendor. In the next video tutorial, we'll continue creating an online store on VirtueMart and Joomla. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a like. Also, don't forget subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. This is Alexey. See you soon in new tutorials.